I think it's an important game from a perspective that a local derby is always an important game. It's certainly not important from any aspect of revenge or anything to do with the Olympics. It's just, certainly from my perspective, just an important game in the sense that we haven't had that many games this year. We're playing against another team that's highly ranked in the world. We know it's going to be very competitive, and it's just another sort of part of the process of getting prepared for 2015.
For the game tomorrow, Tom, Christine's in for sure, still very dangerous. How important is it to make sure that she's neutralized tomorrow afternoon?
Is she playing? Okay.
We don't know for sure.
Look, I think in a game like this, and we said, with it being a kind of local derby, and obviously from a Canadian perspective, they put a great deal of emphasis on this game. So it becomes a big game, and in big game, usually big players are the ones who produce, and Sinclair's one of them. She's one of the best players in the world. So from our perspective, she's obviously their key player, and somebody that we know we need to really mark closely, and really need to make sure we try to eliminate from the game as much as we can. I think it just shows you the progress that the game has made, and it just shows that the popularity of both the game and both of these national teams. And I think it also highlights again that the great thing when you have a rivalry, where you have two teams who are close together in the level of ability, so that you know that there's a real contest at stake. So I just think it's a great thing for women's football that this game not just sold out, but sold out within an hour apparently. It's a learning experience for me, because every game that we're playing this year, and at this particular point in the cycle, I'm still finding out things about individual players, and I'm still finding out things about our team, some of the strengths, some of the weaknesses, stuff that we need to work on. So from that perspective, it's a learning experience, but it's also just again an international game, and every international game is important, because you don't play that many, you don't often play them consistently, so when you do play them, they always have a degree of importance. So for us, it's the balance of getting another game, and for me, again, looking at our team to see where we're at and what progress we're making, and also again for the team in general and the players to be tested in a big arena under a fairly hostile environment. And I think it's a great, when you have a rivalry, and within that rivalry you have some twists, so it's not friendly, things happen, there's some drama, there's some injustice, there's all that intrigue. I think is valuable for the women's game, and it's valuable for the theatre of sport. So it's much better than a mundane game where there's one team maybe dominating the other, or where there's no edge to it. I think it's always much better when you get into a game where there's an edge to the game, and this game tomorrow has certainly got that.
Canadians are making a huge deal out of this game. It's the first time.
Is that who we're playing? I wondered why we were here.